So I've done videos in the past which said don't go to Australia for a master's, don't go to UK for a master's, and there was one comment which said this guy is going to say next time don't study anywhere. Where is the positivity, right? Well, I agree with that, and this video today is going to have a little bit of positivity in it. Again, not complete positivity, because at Gradvine we like to paint a balanced picture. We're going to discuss a master's in the Netherlands and why it might be a good idea in terms of your career opportunities. So stay tuned. I don't even like coffee, but you said that we'd get views if we do this style, so I guess I'm going to drink it now. So if you're evaluating whether a country is good or no for you to pursue a master's degree, there are two factors you have to consider. Number one, does the country allow you to stay back and work after your master's degree through its visa norms or immigration policies? Number two, okay, the country is allowing you to stay back for a significant period, but what are the job opportunities in your sector of choice so that you can pick the right degree? This is not too bad actually. Okay, so factor number one, does the country allow you to stay back? And the country in question is the Netherlands. And here I have some very, very positive news for you. The Netherlands allows you to stay back for an orientation year, which means you can stay back for an entire year after you graduate from your master's program to stay and look for a job. Okay, so great. You can stay back for an entire year after you finish your master's and look for a job. But then what after that? Well, here's how the job opportunity, the subsequent work permit and the PR work in the Netherlands. Now, within the 1 year orientation year during which you stay back and you can look for a job, if a company hires you and is willing to sponsor a work permit, you can stay back in the Netherlands on that work permit as long as you hold on the job. Therefore, all you have to do is get that job, and there are no other immigration complications like the H-1B lottery within the US. Therefore, if you do secure the job, then it is fairly stress-free because the work permit process application for companies is fairly straightforward. Post that, if you stay back and work in the Netherlands for 5 years, then you can apply for a PR and you'll likely get it through the point system. Also, you need to stay back for 5 years in the Netherlands, either studying or working. Therefore, the duration of your master's degree could count towards the work permit as well. Even if it doesn't, it is a fairly reliable means to immigration. Therefore, in this regard, the Netherlands proves to be a great destination. Okay, so we've established that the Netherlands is a good destination for long-term immigration, fairly stress-free process. But what about the job opportunities? And here is where you have to take a little bit of a tough decision. No country is perfect. Whenever you're studying a master's degree there and you want to apply for a job later, you have to take some amount of risk. Whether it's a reasonable risk or no is a decision that you have to make. The Netherlands presents a reasonable risk with great chances of success. If you look at the Bureau of Labor Employment data from various governmental sources and tracking websites for the Netherlands, you will find data for the number of international students staying back for 5 years in the Netherlands after they finish their education. Now, the publicly available data is for all international students. So that could be every single graduate or undergraduate student pursuing any sort of degree, right from a bachelor's in agriculture or a bachelor's in economics to engineering, technology and IT, which typically Indian students and Indian master's students look at. Now, the latest data from this website, the link to which we'll be pasting in the description of this video, shows that for engineering graduates across undergraduate, postgrad from all universities, non-European Union candidates, about 45% of them stay back and work in the Netherlands for over 5 years. For business related grads, this number is about a 40%. Now, you might ask me automatically 45% and 40%, well, these odds are a little tight. Like I said, these are for both undergrad and postgrad students. You'll have to understand that a couple of factors will increase this number significantly for you. The first is doing a master's degree. Having an advanced graduate degree or a PhD will definitely improve this percentage for you. Second would be to do a degree which is in demand. Anything tech, cyber security, computer science, manufacturing related, or anything in business marketing on areas such as management consulting, sustainability, healthcare and health tech. All of these areas do traditionally better in the Netherlands compared to the others. So you'll be increasing your chances. Third, going to a good university. If you go to some of the top universities like a TU Delft or a TU Eindhoven or a University of Amsterdam or a Rotterdam Erasmus for a business degree, then your chances of getting that job will increase significantly over the numbers that are being provided in the source we are giving you. In fact, a lot of Gradvine students go into places like TU Delft and the University of Twente and TU Eindhoven, and pretty much all of them have secured good jobs and are thriving in the Netherlands at this point in time. Time for a plug, which will be super useful for you. Gradvine students have made it to the top universities in the Netherlands for the last 8 years now. TU Delft, TU Eindhoven, the University of Rotterdam, the University of Twente, Utrecht, you name it, and they've made it year after year. If you want access to such graduates and discussions about masters in the Netherlands and other countries, you can do a couple of things. You can join our WhatsApp groups. The links to join are in the description, or you can schedule a one-on-one consultation with a mentor at Gradvine using the free consultation call mechanism on www.gradvine.com or by clicking on the link in the description. Don't lose this chance to get unbiased advice for absolutely free. Okay, so far we've established that the Netherlands has very friendly stay-back period and visa norms for international students, and the likelihood of securing a job is fairly decent. Again, it's not 100% guaranteed, but your odds are fairly good. Therefore, the Netherlands can be a great plan A, if not at least a definitively solid plan B in case your primary plan is to apply to a country like the US where the job opportunities are plentiful. If you want to understand the US job market and scene for international students in detail, you can click right here for that video. So let's go into some more detail because at Gradvine we love detail. So how much does it cost to do a master's degree in the Netherlands? Well, including tuition fees plus living, your entire master degree, which can be about 1.5 to 2 years, can cost you between 30 to 40 lakh. Therefore, it's not extremely expensive. Secondarily, across the most popular job roles, including the roles of a data analyst, a management consultant, a software engineer, and some of the more prominent roles in the Netherlands, the average monthly salaries are between 2,500 to 3,500 euros. Therefore, you should be able to earn back what you've invested in the degree within a year or max a year and a half, which makes it a fairly safe bet. Here is where I always preach no country is perfect. Yes, the starting salaries are low, but the amount you invested is lower. Yes, 100% job placements are not there, but the percentage is fairly high. But since the amount you've invested is also fairly lower and there are no visa complications, it does prove to be a safe bet more often than not. Of course, as always, there are some negatives, like I said, for every country that you consider. One problem in the Netherlands is the availability of accommodation and the cost of living. It can vary greatly because the available accommodation is limited, and based on supply and demand, some people pay a lot lesser in very good areas or end up sharing a room with another person and end up paying double if your luck is bad. With the Netherlands, there is no certainty that you will be able to secure accommodation. It's just a matter of luck. So be proactive and start your search early if you plan to go do a master's degree there. As with any country in Europe, language. Don't worry, I've not forgotten this point. Do you need to learn Dutch in order for you to secure a job in the Netherlands? Well, from what we've been hearing from students, it's not a massive prerequisite because even in major corporates or even smaller companies, in the corporate sector, English is largely spoken. So you should be able to secure a job without learning Dutch. But of course, to network, socially integrate, if you want to stay for a longer time, it's always a good idea that you start to pick up the language. So consider it, but not a huge deal.